Hey guys, Aubrey here. Today I'm doing the Eureka Math Grade 4 Module 5 Lesson 14 homework. So let's get started. Okay, number 1, compare the pairs of fractions by reasoning about the size of the units. Use greater than, less than, or equal to. Alright, so first, A, we have 1/3 and 1/6. So if we write out the fraction, 1/3 is 1/3, 1/3, and 1/6 is 1/6. So remember, if our numerator or denominator is the same for both fractions, so in this case, the numerator for both fractions is 1. So then, to determine which one's bigger, we have to look at the denominator. And here in the denominator, we see a 3 and a 6. So even though 6 is bigger than 3, remember that one big piece is more than one of the small piece. So for example, if you take like a whole pizza and then you split it into 3 pieces, then those pieces would be pretty big since you're splitting up like a whole pizza. But if you split into 6 pieces, the pieces would be smaller since they're being split into more groups. So more slices. So 1/3 would be bigger than 1/6 because it's 1/3, each piece is bigger. So B, now we have 2 halves, 2, 2, and 2/3. So, also we have to reason. Okay, because usually 3 is greater than 6. Oh, no, 6 is greater than 3. Alright, 2 halves, the denominator and numerator is the same, so that's a whole. And 2/3 isn't a whole yet. So 2 halves is greater. And also the numerator is the same, but the denominator 2 is smaller. In this case, if 2 is smaller, then 2 would be kind of bigger. Alright, C. 2/4 and 2/6. That's 2/4 and 2/6. Numerator is the same. Now look at the denominator. 4 is less than 6, so 2/4 is greater than 2/6. Because remember, 2 of the big pieces is greater than 2 of the small pieces. Alright, D, 5/8 and 5/10. So numerator is the same, but look at the denominator. We have an 8 and a 10. So 8 is less than 10, which means 5/8 is greater than 5/10. Alright, number 2, compare by reasoning about the following pairs of fractions with the same or related numerators. Use greater than, less than, or equal to. Explain your thinking using words, pictures, or numbers. Problem 2B has been done for you. So here, we have 3/6 and 3/7. So we look at the example 2/5 and 4/9. So 2/5, like the numerator isn't the same and the denominator isn't the same either. But what they did was they noticed that the 2/5 is equal to 4/10 because the 2, they can multiply it and bring it up to 4, so the numerator would be equal. So if you do 2/5 times 2, then it gave you 4/10. And now we have 4/10 and 4/9. It's easier to compare. So A, 3/6 and 3/7. Well, this one we don't need to convert any fractions into other fractions. We notice that the numerator is the same, so 3/6 is bigger because 6 is less than 7. Now let's look at C. 3/11, 3/13. 3/11 is bigger because 3 of the bigger pieces is greater than 3 of the smaller pieces. Alright, and D, 5/7 and 10/13. So 7 and 13 don't share a common factor, because 13 is also a prime number. But 5 and 10, 5 times 2 is 10. So if we do 5/7 times 2, you get 10/14. Now we can have 10/14 and 10/13. So you can tell 10/13 is greater because 13 is less than 4. Alright, next page. 3. Draw 2 tape diagrams to model each pair of the following fractions with related denominators. Use greater than, less than, or equal to compare. So A, we have 3/4. And I like to shade in 3/4. I think 3/4 to here. And 7/12 can help us to first split into 3/4. And then split each fourth into thirds, because 4 times 3 is 12. Now 7/12 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, right? Yeah, 7 would be right here. Seven twelfths. So 3/4 is greater than 7/12. And now let's move on to B. Okay, so 2/4 and 1/8. So I'm gonna shade in 2/4. And now here we have 1/8. It's 1/8. And you can tell that 2/4 is greater than 1/8. Alright, see, 1 4/10, 1 3/5. So before we start drawing, we can notice that both the fractions have a 1 before them. So we can just, instead of drawing like a whole 10 tenths and then another 4 tenths, we can just do 4 tenths and 3/5. So I'm going to first do the fifths, because then I can use that to help me do the tenths later, which will be easy. So let's see. Okay. Now we have 5 pieces. All we need to do is split each piece in half, because 5 times 2 is 10. And here we'll shade in 3/5. Here I'll shade in 4 tenths. So you can tell 3/5 is greater, so 1 3/5 is greater than 1 4 tenths. Alright, here, number 4. Draw one number line to model each pair of fractions with related denominators. Use greater than, less than, or equal to compare. So here, okay, this is 0 and 1. Fourths is the smaller fraction, so I'm gonna split this into fourths first and label 0, 1, 2, 3 fourths is right here. Now 5/8, 4 times 2 is 8, so we can split each fourth into half to make eighths. And now 5/8 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. So 3/4 is to the right of 5/8, which means it's greater than 5/8. Now B, 11/12 and 3/4. Split this into fourths. 1, 2, 3/4 is right here. And 4 times 3 is 12, so I'm going to split each section into thirds. Okay, so now 11/12 would be right over here, because 9, 10, 11. And it's to the right of 3/4, which means 11/12 is greater than 3/4. All right, C, 4/5 and 7/10. 4/5 is right here, and 7/10 split each section in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7/10 is to the right of 4/5, which means 4/5 is greater. All right, now D. First split into thirds. 2/3 is right here. And now to ninths, split each third into thirds again. So 8/9, 2/3, 8/9 will be right here. So 8/9 is greater than 2/3. All right, number 5, compare each pair of fractions using greater than, less than, or equal to. Use the model if you want to. So start off 1/7, 2/7. Denominator is the same, so 2 is greater than 1, which means that side's greater. And also, so when we're looking at it, if the denominator is the same, then for the numerator, the number that's the biggest will be the greater fraction. And that's because we have the same amount of pieces. So for 10/7, we have 7 small pieces. But if I have 1 small piece versus 2 small pieces, then that 2 small pieces is obviously greater. But then, if we look at another fraction where the numerator is the same, but the denominator is different, then the number with the smaller denominator will win because you want bigger pieces. You have the same number of pieces. Alright, so let's look at B, 5/7 and 11/14. So 5 cannot go into 11, but 7 can go into 14. 5/7 times 2 to both sides, and that's 10/14. 10/14 is less than 11/14 because notice denominator is the same, but numerator is a different number. So 11/14 is greater. C, 7/10, 3/5. 5 goes into 10 2 times. So that's 6/10, which is less than 7/10. So 7/10 is greater. Alright, now D, 2/3 and 9/15. So you have 2 choices here. You can either multiply 2/3 by 5 to get to 15ths, or you can also simplify 9/15ths, but then you can't get to thirds. So I think it's better if you multiply 2/3. And you get 10/15ths, which is greater. Now E, 3/4 and 9/12. 3/4, let's see, we can also do 9/12. Divide by 3, because you now get to 4. And that'll give you 3/4. So that means these 2 fractions are equal. F, 5/3 and 5/2. Numerator is the same, but 2 is smaller, which means you want more of the bigger pieces. Alright, and we have one more problem. Number 6. Simon claims 4/9 is greater than 1/3. Ted thinks 4/9 is less than 1/3. Who is correct? Support your answer with the picture. So 4/9 is greater than 1/3, or 4/9 is less than 1/3. So let's see, what can we do? We can do a number bond, or not a number bond, a number line. We can do a model, tape diagram. There's a lot of stuff you can do. I'm going to do a number line. So this is 0 and 1. And you guys don't have to do a number line. You can also do tape diagram or another strategy, but as long as you're showing your work. So first I'm going to split into thirds. 1/3 is right over here. And now to get to ninths, because 3 times 3 is 9, I'm going to split each section of thirds into thirds again. So 4 ninths would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ninths is to the right of 1/3, which means 4 ninths is greater than 1/3. So who said that? Simon. Simon is correct because ninths is to the right of 1/3. So yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helps. And please don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps on my channel. See you guys next time. Bye!